A sand casting process has a mold constant of 2 seconds per mm square and solidification exponent of 2. If the solidification time is to be doubled for a given unit volume of material, calculate the corresponding reduction in the cast surface area in percentage. So here process is a sand casting process, and he given a mold constant of 2 seconds per mm square. So we observe this terminology, mold constant, solidification exponent in Korinov's rule. In Korinov's rule. So we have this terminology in Korinov's rule of solidification. Korinov's rule of solidification of the casting. Solidification of the casting. So according to Korinov's rule, solidification time of casting is equal to K into V by A whole power N. K into V by A whole power N. So here Ts means solidification time. Here Ts is known as solidification time. So using this formula, we can find solidification time of casting. Solidification time of sand casting. Okay. So here K is what? Here K is known as mold constant. K is known as mold constant. Okay. Here K is equal to, given K is equal to mold constant is equal to 2 seconds per mm square. 2 seconds per mm square. And what is N? N is called solidification exponent. N is called solidification exponent. So generally we take in between 1.75 to 2. So anyhow, given N is equal to how much? 2. Solidification exponent of 2. So K value is given and N value is also given. Next, he clearly mentioned unit volume of material. So volume is 1 unit. Here, okay. If the solidification time is to be doubled for the given unit volume of material, calculate the corresponding reduction in cast surface area in percentage. So we have to find a reduction in surface area of casting in percentage. Here volume, remember in case of sand casting, volume is in general, volume is constant. Okay, no? So volume ఏమి చేంజ్ అవుతుంది ఇక్కడ, volume is constant. He clearly mentioned unit volume of material చెప్పాడు. But here solidification time is to be doubled. So let us consider T1 is initial solidification time. Initial solidification time. And T2 is final solidification time. Final solidification time. Okay. So here solidification time is double. If the solidification time is to be doubled for a given unit volume of material. So here volume is constant. V1 is equal to V2 is equal to 1 unit. Okay. So unit volume of material. So we can take 1 meter cube. That's 1 mm cube like that. Okay. Volume is constant. Anyhow, V1 is equal to V2. So next here we have to calculate corresponding reduction in cast surface area. Corresponding reduction in cast surface area. Reduction in surface area of casting find out cheyali. So here solidification time is doubled. So initial solidification, for example, T1 is equal to T seconds. T1 is equal to T seconds. Now what about final solidification time? Doubled means 2 times of initial solidification time, T1, 2T1. T2 is equal to 2T1. So now 2 into T1 is equal to what? T. So 2T seconds. So this is initial solidification time, this is final solidification time. Now let us consider Korinov's rule. So according to Korinov's rule, Ts is equal to K into V by A whole power N. Now Ts is equal to, what is K? K is equal to how much? Here K is equal to given 2 second per mm square. 2 into V by A. What is the value of N? N is also 2. N is equal to 2. So Ts is equal to 2 into V by A whole square. Okay. Here V is equal to volume of the material and volume of the casting, and A is called surface area of casting. Here V is volume of casting. What is V? Volume of casting. And A is called surface area of casting. Surface area of casting. Surface area of casting. Okay. So using this formula we can find a reduction in surface area of casting. So Ts solidification time according to Korinov's rule, solidification time is equal to 2 into, so K is already given, so 2 into V by A whole square. Now write this formula in terms of T1. Now T1 is equal to what? T1 is equal to 2 into V1 by A1 whole square. Now what about T2? T2 is equal to 2 into V2 by A2 whole square. Okay. Now T1 by T2. Now T1 by T2 is equal to what? T1 by T2. T1 by T2 is equal to, so 2 into V1 by A1 whole square by 2 into V2 by A2 whole square. Okay. So 2 get cancelled. T1 by T2, ratio of solidification times, initial solidification time, final solidification time, is equal to V1 by A1 by V2 by A2 whole square. So it's like A by B whole power m. A power m by B power m means A by B whole power m. We can write it as V1 by A1 by V2 by A2 whole square. Say here V1 is equal to V2. So volume is constant. There is no change in volume. So V1 is equal to V2 means V1 get cancelled. So now T1 by T2 is equal to 1 by A1, 1 by A2. So it will be A2 by A1. A2 by A1 whole square. Now apply square root on both sides. So we need reduction in surface area, percentage of reduction in surface area. Now to eliminate whole square, apply square root on both sides. So square root on both sides means you will get square root of T1 by T2 is equal to square root get cancelled. You will get A2 by A1. So what is the value of T1? T1 T. And what is the value of T2? 2T. So T2 is 2 times of T1. Solidification time is doubled. Until T2 emoti 2T open. So now see T get cancelled. You will get root over 1 by 2 is equal to A2 by A1. So it can be rewritten as 1 by root 2, root 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 is equal to A2 by A1. So what is the value of 1 by root 2? A2 by A1 is equal to 1 by root 2 value approximately 0.707. Okay, no? So but here we need reduction in surface area. First of all, reduction in surface area of casting is given by, reduction in surface area of casting is equal to final surface area minus initial surface area by initial surface area. So A2 means final surface area minus initial surface area by initial surface area. It can be, we can write it as A2 by A1. Here A1 is common denominator. A2 by A1 minus A1 by A1. A1 by A1. Why we are simplifying this? Because we do not have exact values of A2 and A1. We have only ratio A2 by A1. That's why we are converting this formula into some ratio of A2 by A1. So A2 by A1 minus A1 A1 cancel. So A2 minus A1 by A1 can be rewritten as A2 by A1 minus 1. So A2 by A1. A2 by A1, what is the value of A2 by A1? 0.707 minus 1. 0.707 minus 1, you will get minus 0.293. So here negative sign. Here we have got negative sign. This negative sign represents, here negative sign tells us, or negative sign represents, your negative sign represents reduction in area of surface area of casting. Here negative sign represents reduction in area of casting, reduction in surface area of casting. Okay, no? This sign meaning adi ante surface area decrease ayindani. So anyhow here we need reduction in surface area of casting in percentage. So now here ratio is 0.293. Here we have value of A2 minus A1 by A1 is equal to minus 0.293. But here we need percentage. So we do not consider negative sign. Okay, now simply multiply with 100. So you will get 29.3%. Therefore, reduction in percentage of reduction in area is 29.3%. This is the final answer.